All right, so I alluded to this earlier in the course, but I thought I would reiterate on this with more of an advanced perspective because I'm not sure that everybody would actually watch the stuff in the beginning. So definitely pay attention to this. And this is how I was able to succeed by not having the best selling products, but I just had the greatest breadth and width within the market. And that's how I found a lot of my success. And that's how a lot of big companies do. So let's take a quick look at some of the biggest companies in the world, and they're using this concept. They try to grab as much real estate as possible within the market because there's different needs within every market, and by having each niche, you're able to really create that brand and get the market leadership. So as you're expanding within your brand, within your market, you want your brand to be there and have the same qualities. Like if you're going to have your own mission statement and your own things that make your brand unique, but you want to get these across the whole market. So let's say just the easiest example I can think of are Coca-Cola and Facebook. So Facebook, of course, massive success, but it doesn't reach everybody, and they're actually falling off in users of younger people. So, but there is a massive growth of younger people using Instagram. So Facebook, more connecting with friends and family, whereas Instagram is more of an organic search where people are going more so for escapism, whereas Facebook is connecting. So they are in the market of digital real estate, though. Specifically within social media communications. So they're going to grab up every piece that they possibly can. And they bought Instagram for $2 billion. What a steal that is, because they have 1 billion users now. And then they bought WhatsApp for $18 billion in a couple of years ago. I still have no idea why they bought WhatsApp. I don't see how they're monetizing that because I never get ads on that, but maybe they'll find a way someday, or perhaps they just didn't want WhatsApp to pivot, so they ended up buying them. So as you go and find your places within your market, there's always different niches within each market, and you want to grab that real estate. So Coca-Cola does this extremely well. Now they are in the drink market, so they, of course, have the famous Coca-Cola brand, but they also have water brands. They have Sprite, they have Nestea, Powerade, Monster, just a massive market reach here. I was reading, I think they even have Bacardi. Don't hold me accountable to that, but they are just taking over the drink industry, and that's how they maintain their market leadership. As the demand in the market changes, they have products that will reach out to them specifically. So they have their sub-brands within their massive holding company of the Coca-Cola brand. So I did this with the solar eclipse, and now I had not just the people who are looking for the paper glasses, but I also realized there were groups of people looking for paper glasses. And then there would also be, kind of the more so individual who was only looking for 2 or 3 and wanted more of a deal like that. And then I also was able to get the people who were looking more so for the most protective ones. And that's where I made my goggles and found my success with that. But then there was also photographers, and there was people who were using cameras. There was people who were using telescopes. So I made and got sourced different products to serve each one of those people. And I was able to cover basically everybody underneath the sun. Now, I didn't have the top selling ASINs, but it didn't matter because I had a touch point everywhere. If you're at this part, hopefully you have got your brand. Now, you can have different parts of your brand which serve the different parts of the market. Now, let's say, yeah, great, billion-dollar companies, cool. But Anker's doing this too. The most successful private label brand ever did this. So if we take a look at Anker, they started out with just laptop batteries, you guys. And then they found out, oh, hey, there's a need for these chargers. And then they went into power banks. So if we go to power bank now, let's see how many times Anker's on this page. Well, they've got the top 2 selling ones, and then they've got more all the way down the page, but you'll see they have different capacities. So there's people who want a supercharger, and that's where they're going up at the top here. And then there's the people who, I want a bit smaller of one. And then as you go further down, okay, yeah, another different size. And then the people who just want that little lipstick one, but it all is behind that Anker brand. So they're finding every niche and potential customer within that and giving the Anker quality. And I'm an Anker customer for life because I think that they have, at the price point, they have the best value, and they've always treated me pretty well. So I'm a pretty loyal customer of theirs. And so not only are they taking up more search results, which we know 50% of sales are coming through these search terms. So but there's different types of people looking for different products within these search terms, especially these really broad ones. So the more market share you can take up in real estate, the more opportunity, because perhaps maybe they don't want this one. They're like, well, let me check this big one out though. And they decide, that's maybe too large. But when we go onto the listing now, they have also got, not only that, they have the variation. And I actually, if you look back, I went back and used the Wayback Machine, and they didn't add this variation until later, but this was just kind of an add-on of the people who were looking for more of an aesthetic white one. Now, it doesn't rank anywhere really, but perhaps it does for a couple keywords. Where it really adds is when we take a look at the bottom. So now we get the frequently bought together, and with each page, you're going to get more real estate on those. So you just do all these cross promotions. You can do, when you get brand registry, you can compare it with similar items that are all yours. No, not this, up here. They have a comparison chart on some of their SKUs. It doesn't look like they did it on this one, but a lot of their other power banks they do. I think this is a built-in Amazon. I've been hacking around trying to figure out exactly how to do this. And it has to do with your brand, what is it called? Your branch category tree or something. I don't remember the exact term. I dove into this for like 14 hours though. Anyways, they're all Anchor products here. So you're going to get this, and then you could also have related video shorts, and people upgrade and say, comparing it to the other Anchor ones. Now you've got that real estate too, and then you have frequently bought together. So there's just so much real estate that you're getting on page where you're cross-promoting your other products, and on the search page. And then if you're driving external traffic to getting social media content posted, you could grab as much digital real estate as possible. So this is what you're going to want to do as you're and just take over that brand, because guess what? I'm not going to go try to compete in power banks because Anchor is such a hold, and they have the economies of scale. Now, same with Facebook, same with Coca-Cola. I'm not going to try to compete with those, and most people won't. So that's how you're going to build this powerful moat to protect your business and make it something that people either want to buy. Like, let's say you have an up and coming beverage product, Coca-Cola might buy you out. You have an up and coming social media app that's getting traction, Facebook's going to buy you out. So by serving, you obviously have to start with your very specific market niche, but as you move forward into time, start serving all those niches where you think that you can provide a value to grow your brand into something that is pretty epic and that people want to buy, or you're proud to hold for 50 years. Yeah, so I hope that this was helpful and that you guys find more real estate. I hope people are encouraged to now think about, I'm focusing on this one part of the market, but maybe I should serve those others, because if people have had a good experience with you and you have good quality products, you could do the same thing, and you've already got the manufacturer. They should be able to customize and make that for you already. So you've got the economies of scale. Grab as much real estate as possible and just give the best product selection. And that's one of the best ways to scale, in my opinion. All right, so the final words here. The biggest brands in the world are doing it. I did it with the Eclipse glasses and saw success. A lot of my friends are. And I'm doing it with my new brand too. You want to capture as much of that market as you possibly can, and getting that real estate, you will see a very healthy appreciation of your brand value and your sales if you go and grab as much real estate as possible. Don't be a one-trick pony. Be a field full of ponies. Have a farm of ponies. Maybe a farm of alpacas, because I like alpacas better than ponies. So go out there and build your farm.